Good morning, welcome back to the vlog. So let me give you a little bit of an explanation, which will be a nice little segue into today's video. Now when I stop at a cafe during a ride, there's two main sort of rules that I stick to. One of the rules is I have to be at least halfway around the ride. So for example, if I'm doing a 4-hour ride, I like to do about 2.5 hours before I stop, at least 2.5 hours. Or the other rule is, it's at the end of the ride. Now, something that I've never done is stop at the cafe at the start of my ride. But that's what I'm doing today. There's a couple of reasons why. The first reason is because it's pretty cold this morning, so I'm hoping if I go to the cafe for a bit, it's gonna warm up. And the second reason is my friend Brian, you know Brian now, who I went to Mallorca with, he's working today, so only gets to ride early, and therefore he's gonna stop at the cafe early before he has to go to work. So I'm gonna be social and meet up with him. Plus I haven't really seen him for a while, so it'd be good to catch up. Quick coffee done. I didn't stop for too long today because I still got a ride, and as we're here I'm a bit bright. And as planned, it warmed up a little bit. Gonna do 3 hours today, just at zone 2 endurance ride. No efforts today. As I talked about in yesterday's video, if you didn't see yesterday's video, I explained why am I so dark again. I explained that there's a cyclocross race not far from my house, so I've been toying with the idea whether or not to go, and I've decided, like literally just now whilst I'm riding, that I'm gonna go over to Wigan. What is that doing? Then I'm going to go over to Wigan and watch the cyclocross. It's only a local league, but I just want to see what it's all about, you know? It looks muddy, it looks hard, it looks cold, but it looks like fun. Because I only just decided just now I'm going to go watch the cross racing today, I'm going to be slightly pressed for time. So I'm just going to put the camera away, and I'm not going to go hard. I'm just going to press on a little bit. But I'll catch up with you as soon as I get home. Guys, absolute madness. That was the quickest, I think that was the quickest I've ever got home from a ride. Had a shower, had some food and set off in the car. I've not even had time to drink my recovery drink. I'm gonna have to drink that whilst I'm driving. I got home from my ride genuinely about 10 minutes ago. Wow. So the race this afternoon is over in Wigan. It starts in about 20 minutes time. It's a 20-minute drive to Wigan. Alright, so I arrived just as the senior race started. I believe there's been racing all day, like the younger age groups and the different age categories. But I don't really know. I think this is like the main show, the main race of the day, and therefore it's the last race of the day. So as I mentioned yesterday, this is the first time I've ever been to a cyclocross race. I've just caught the start of it there. Luckily they were a little bit late to set off. Just from chatting to a couple of guys around here, I sort of came to the general consensus that this course is quite a technical course. It's not really fast. There's a lot of corners and there's a lot of wet corners, there's a lot of slippy corners. So hopefully I managed to capture a little bit of the carnage. So I guess for those of you that don't really know what cyclocross is, it's kind of a mixture between like a road racing and mountain bikes. So you have a road styled bike, but it's got knobbly tires on. It's a 1 hour race, which essentially is on an off-road course.
If you don't call, yeah, and you think about me, don't worry, I'm good. Yeah, still care about you, never call, but you could. Either way, I'll be good. Either way, I'll be good. If you don't call.
So the riders have been going for about 15 minutes. They've done 2 or 3 laps. They've got 7 laps to do in total. And from what I can see so far, the race is in absolute bits. And there's crashes everywhere, but the lead riders are starting to lap the back of the field now. They're pretty much all just coming through now one by one. I'm trying to walk over to the backside of the circuit where the steep downhill section is, and hopefully we catch a few guys sliding out on the turn.
About me, don't worry, I'm good. Either way, I'll be good. Either way, I'll be good. If you don't call, either way, I'll be good. Either way, I'll be good. When we kicked it every day, we were something like one and the same, 2 sides of the brain. Now we don't talk, we went opposite ways. What happened, I couldn't honestly say. Just part of living life, I guess. People move on, everything ends. Like it's a song, can't repeat it, even your jam. You knew it by heart, even your friends, they treat like your fam, like the son of your mom. Love some women like my sister.
So I'm gonna make my way back over to the finish now. I don't think it's long before the leaders are gonna be coming in for the finish. I know the positions of the top 3 people just because, you know, from watching it from the start. The race is in bits, there's a lot of mud. So I'm kind of just like tracking the first 3, like the top 3. The leaders of the race, that's manageable. But like everyone else, I genuinely couldn't tell you what position they're all in.
Text whenever something was wrong. Now they married out in Texas and their husband got a gun. So we don't talk if you don't call.
It was right at that moment where the camera battery ran out. Despite it being 100% charged before the race, before I went to the cyclocross race, the battery died right as I was walking to the finish to film the finish. And my only explanation is that it was cold today. And you might be thinking to yourself, Cameron, why don't you just have some spare batteries? And the truth of the matter is I do. I've got 3 actually, but I didn't bring them with me. Round of applause. But anyway, despite all that, I still think I got some pretty good footage from the race. And to summarise from spectating my first race, I can see and understand that it's quite a technically challenging sport. And I think certainly if you are someone who struggles with bike handling skills, something like cyclocross would be perfect to bring those skills up and elevate your riding abilities, because you're constantly going around corners, dodging trees, sliding through mud, pedaling up hills. It looks pretty full on, it looks hard. Every single person that finished at the end was absolutely knackered, even the guys that finished dead last. So today's race was only a local cyclocross race. I think it was the Northwest Cross League, Northwest being the northwest of England. But in a couple of weeks there is a national series round not too far from my house, so if you want me to go there, film a video, chat to some of the cyclocross guys, drop a like on this video. But guys, that is the end of today's video. Remember, if you want to be in with a chance of winning the next print, so far Mark Cavendish is gone, but if you want to be in with the chance of winning one of these prints, all you got to do is leave a like on this video, drop a comment down below. And finally, the third step, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. But with that being said, thanks for watching, and as always, I will see you tomorrow at 5 PM.
Yeah, still care about you, never call, but you could. Either way, I'll be good. Either way.